I was always interested in childhood, and I decided to make a documentary on it, but then I realized that everyone's childhood is different.
A word to describe my childhood would be exploration.
Fleeting.
Distant. Lucky.
Changing.
Wondrous.
Nostalgic.
Happy. Wild.
Innocence.
So I decided to focus on just our family and our experiences of childhood. So the first question is, what was life like growing up?
Chaotic.
Lots of energy.
I think fun.
Unpredictable.
Confusing.
It was hard.
It was hard. But it was fun.
I said it first.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Adventure.
Yeah, it was many things, but it was
good.
It was good.
There was constant activity. I remember one friend said, you know, I never really saw kids bouncing off the walls until I came here.
Growing up with four sisters was definitely a challenge.
I always just think about how I didn't really understand how life worked, and it was really just about learning how to fit into the world and with other people.
I think our childhood was a lot of fun. We did a lot of playing together. We spent a lot of time together as siblings.
They seem to be truly friends, not just siblings.
Right.
I miss that. So many less responsibilities, so many popsicles.
Mom, Shauna can only stay for 10 minutes.
Get closer, Rach.
Hey,
Rachel, get a little closer, sweetheart. No, you can stay next to Mary Beth.
oh, dear.
Well, then Mary Beth move over.
I guess the worst part was arguments, you know?
I'm sitting there, Rach. I want to. Grandma.
I don't remember what we were talking about, but I hurt my brother. I said something that I knew was going to hurt his feelings.
You know, when I was babysitting and I'd have to, I'd get so frustrated and didn't want to be the one in charge, so I would be kind of a bitch and then feel really bad about it.
He started to fight back tears. You could tell he was about to cry. And then, so I made fun of him about that too.
I have bad memories of not being nice.
And the whole memory, I just know that I was trying to be mean, and I know that I hurt him, and pretty much immediately after I felt like garbage, and I still do. Every time I think about it, I feel like I need to apologize to him again.
I think that growing up in a big family, you have to learn how to compromise and how to be patient and how to be aware of other people's feelings a lot more than if you don't have a lot of siblings.
If you guys want to be on TV, you stand over there.
Here.
Right.
I feel like life's kind of boring without a big family.
Don't. I like to eat.
That dinner tastes good to me too. The center with the play. We play so sweetly, but the girl is a queen. Hi, Anna. That's my Anna. That's the only thing I like, and I'm a cowboy. Here. Oh, what a cutie Anna.
She's so
That is that Anna. Mine. Mine.
Oh.
Probably money is the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
It's just trying to balance everything and
Well, and time.
yeah.
You know, what do you do with your time? some of the kids wanted to be in after school things, and I mean, how do you do that when you have 4 other children to figure out what to do with?
Everyone always feels so sorry for poor little Cinderella.
But I just remember being home and playing and having to make our own fun. And our siblings had to be like our friends and our entertainment. So we found a lot of ways to entertain ourselves together and play together.
Some things you didn't do, but then other things we did, and it went really well. We did camping.
I just have this vision in my mind of waking up and seeing the way that the light shone through the camper and just feeling really good, feeling really happy.
Hikes, we did a lot of hiking. We tried fishing, but of course we didn't catch anything, so that didn't go so well. But
we always seemed to get along at moments like that. There wasn't fighting, there wasn't anything like that. We were just enjoying each other's company, and those happy memories where we were just together as a family, we were happy, and we were able to focus on that are my fondest memories of childhood.
Did a lot of fun things at home, I thought.
Do you have a belly button? And there you go.
Let me see if I can find it.
They were always, encouraging us to make things and read and explore. We were, doing things outside and camping. So I definitely appreciate all of that.
I thought art was important, trying to provide good art things.
I remember wanting to be Cleopatra, and Mom made my costume for me, but I had this idea to make a snake necklace, and we used tip foil to make the necklace and glued things to it, and I painted with glitter paint this beautiful collar, and just remember feeling so awesome in that costume and really happy about making it and fulfilling the vision that I had for it. It was really fun.
Time for kids to just be and play and create and explore. We have a great backyard.
I really liked reading a lot, and I remember, especially with you, Emily, I would take a stack of children's books, you would take a stack of children's books, and we would just read a bunch of them and switch them.
I'm gonna read another book, okay?
Give children time to really be involved in whatever it is they choose to be involved in.
Find your ears. Ear. Find your teeth.
My favorite childhood book is Everyone Poops.
The Animal Farm. Where the Wildlings Are.
Blueberries for Sal.
The Series of Unfortunate Events.
Le Petit Prince.
Goodnight Moon.
Where the Sidewalk Ends.
Love You Forever.
The Polar Express.
What influence did growing up in the same house have on your childhood?
That was very cool that we lived in the same house our whole lives, and that we can still go back to that house.
We always had some place to call home.
It reflects a certain stability.
Home has always been the same place and has the same feeling. I feel like that would have been really hard if we had moved or been somewhere else.
We were not uprooted and moved ever. It was always just consistent. That was our home, and to an extent, it still is home.
Yeah, and even just being able to go to those places in the neighborhood, like the park and Yes Your Dog.
Although I don't want Mom and Dad to feel pressure to keep it now, I really can't imagine ever going home to a different house.
Still going over there sometimes. I'll call my sisters and I'll say, when are you coming home? That house is still, it does still have a reference of home to it.
And plus when you see photos of when you're little, it kind of reminds you and you're still in the space. I remember we used to cut fish out of construction paper, and then we'd have little fishing rods with little clothespins on it, so people would be up top and put it down, and then someone would be at the bottom and put a fish on and tug, and then you pull the fish up.
We'd rake the yard and then jump in the leaves.
Yes.
So it wasn't just...
Oh yeah, raking the leaves into piles off the ledge into them. That was really fun.
If we went for a bike ride, we always found a place to have ice cream, you know.
Oh, and then like getting to go to the cone shop.
Oh yeah.
Like you could only spend $1.
So it's like you do things, but then there's another piece to add another level of fun to it too. So
my favorite childhood movie is Matilda.
Hercules.
Sleeping Beauty.
The Mighty Ducks.
Babe.
The Lion King. The Land Before Time.
Definitely Toy Story.
Robin Hood.
The Aristocats.
And the last question is, when does childhood end?
Does childhood end?
Yes.
Childhood never ends in a way. I think it's important to hold on to a certain aspect of childhood in the way that you should always be able to be playful. But I think childhood ends when you need to take responsibility for your own life.
I feel like childhood ends when you leave elementary school.
I think childhood ends when a person becomes responsible for another person, perhaps.
Start taking care of yourself, or you're in charge of where you are at a certain time. So I think that starts a lot when you're able to drive.
So I guess I would say that once you hit that point where you are moving on to another level, usually right around 18 when you graduate and you move off to college, that's when childhood is over for you. I'm sorry.
Something about childhood that is much more exploratory and kind of learning things for yourself. And then in middle school, it becomes how to fit in with this group of your peers.
Yeah, childhood was fun. I'm still there.
I'm not sure how to answer that question because, I have to be a little older first.
I wish I could do it again. That would be really nice.
Sometimes you provide the fish and sometimes you teach a person how to fish.
Right.
But if you don't like fishing, then ice cream is always a good answer.